Aries, I am your astrologer wonder girl, taking you to new heights. Here is your daily, weekly, weekly forecast for the week of Monday, May 14th to Sunday, May 20th, 2018. Now before I get started, Aries, just want to let you know, new moon happening this week in Taurus. I think it's going to be a big one because this week, while we have this new moon, on the day of the new moon, 2 hours later, Uranus changes signs. This is rare. Uranus doesn't change signs that often. It happens once every 8 years. Uranus also doesn't always change signs on the day of a new moon into the sign the new moon is taking place. So yeah, so I think it's going to be a big day and a big week, bringing lots of unexpected events here, hopefully helping you to break free, to do more of what you want, even if it's a little bit frustrating. If you want to know how this new moon more specifically in more detail is going to affect you, please check the link down below in my description box to learn more. I am going to cover that new moon here, but not nearly in as much detail because I got a lot of other stuff to cover too about this week. So I just wanted to let you all know about that if you just feel like you need some extra support through this time. All right, so that's what we've got. Now, Aries, for your horoscope, I'm actually going to start this week talking about Mars and Uranus just because it's very rare and unusual. And what's going on this week is we've got Mars starting in Capricorn, moving into Aquarius throughout the week, and Uranus starting in Aries and moving into Taurus. And while that happens, they are both squaring each other this whole week. They're following each other in a square. Okay, going on. So I'm going to start there. Mars, the beginning of this week in Capricorn, is in your 10th house of your career, your reputation, and your social standing. Uranus is going to be in your 1st house. So I think what's going on is that you're trying to figure out how to be you, the most authentically you. Sometimes Uranus in the 1st house does not like to be told what to do. So I think what you're trying to figure out this week is how you can do more of what you want, express yourself more authentically, move forward in a big way on your vision for the future, doing some things, okay? That could be a little bit difficult with the square to Mars because maybe you doing what you want is then going to change the direction your life is going in, or upset a career, upset a direction your life is going in, okay? Coming in some way. And you may be needing to figure out how to be more authentically yourself, express yourself more authentically, and to integrate that into your life or some career, some reputation, some life direction to bring it all together that's going on, that you're trying to work out this week, okay? And that's happening on Monday. And all of last week, really. Then on Tuesday, we get Mars moving into Aquarius here, which is your 11th house of your goals, your dreams, and your hopes for the future. And Uranus moving into Taurus, which is your 2nd house of money, your skills, and your gifts and talents, and your confidence. All right? So I think you start to figure out at the beginning of this week what you need to be more authentically yourself and how you can move forward on that, even if it upsets some other things in your life that are big, that are where you thought your life was going. And I think after you figure that out, it then comes more to money. How can you finance this new person that you're becoming, that you want to be? How can you be confident with this new identity that you're creating, even if it breaks ties with the past? How can you cultivate your gifts and skills and talents, new gifts and skills and talents, or use the current gifts and skills and talents that you have in service of a new identity that could come in? As well with the square to Mars in your 11th, how do you use these gifts and skills and talents, this new person that you are becoming, and envision a new life off of it, envision new dreams for the future, associating with new or different people? And I think that's what is going on here, Aries. You're trying to figure out how you can break free to be yourself and how you can be more confident expressing that, making money from this identity, and using gifts and skills and talents that really resonate with this new person that you're becoming, and really trying to figure out now how to integrate that in to your life and envision a future off of these things that have gone on. Okay, I think what's going to have to budge a little bit here is where you thought your life was going coming in. I think what needs to go on is you need to hold true to who you are and what you want, but maybe needing to rearrange your career, your reputation, and your goals in order to match this person that you're now stepping into, okay? I think if you can do that and rearrange those things, that's going to help you here where Chiron is, because Mars is going to sextile Chiron this week, and Chiron is going to be in your 1st house. All right, so I think if you can just rearrange where you see your life is going and let yourself be the person you want to be, break free from the past to re-envision who you are, I think you're going to start to feel much better and more comfortable with yourself, okay, as you move on. So that's what's going on there. About the time that happens, on Tuesday, we also do have a new moon here in Taurus in your second. And that's going to bring a chance for you at this new moon, while all these big things are going on, a chance for you to cultivate new skills and talents, or to be more confident with the skills and talents that you have, being a new person, and to really step into those and to make a commitment to moving forward on some new talents that you have and expressing yourself in a more authentic kind of way. All right. I think that's what's going on this week, trying to let yourself be who you were always meant to be, to break free from an old identity, to move forward in another, and needing to make some of the tweaks in your life to support that new identity. And I think things are going to start to feel better for you once you do that. All right, and that's what's happening at the beginning of this week. Then we get to the weekend, Friday and Saturday, and we get Mercury in Taurus in your second and a trine with Saturn in your 10th. And what comes in over the weekend is you start to think more seriously, either with yourself or with other people, through communication about your life, about where your life is going, about your money, about your talents, and about how you can move forward in your life, bringing more stability into it now that you have a better understanding of who you want to be, of who you authentically are, and wanting to bring that more out into the open, okay? I think these conversations, if you take them very seriously, can actually help you to be really productive, to help you figure out right where your life is going, how you can move forward in that direction, and use everything you have at your disposal to make that manifest in a better way. So I see those being good. I also see these conversations being very important as well, because Mercury, as it's making this trine to Saturn, is also making a square here to the North Node in your 5th house of happiness, of love, of romance, and of kids. So if you can accept who you are, who you've now become, that's maybe different from who you were, hopefully more authentic to you, and start to move forward on that and think more about how you can now build a life, build a reputation, being this person you are, being more confident with this person you become, I think it's going to help you here to bring more happiness into your life, to bring more joy into your life, to make romantic relationships with the right people, to work better with kids, knowing now that you are more confident with who you are and are starting to build on it or to move forward in that direction. In some way, being more stable and secure with that. All right. So that's what I see going on there. While that's happening on Saturday and Sunday, we also do have Jupiter in Scorpio and a trine here with Neptune. And Jupiter for you is going to be in your 8th house of changes, endings and beginnings, and Neptune's in your 12th house of your insides. So I think while you're starting to build more of a life based on who you are authentically or who you have now become, hopefully helping you to be happier, I think Jupiter in the trine with Neptune is going to help you to feel, to change who you are on the inside to match what's going on. Perhaps there's been a big inner transformation with this that's been going on, that's taking place, and maybe it's been hard for you to understand the past few months what exactly change is taking place inside you in your identity and who it is that you are. And I think Jupiter here in a trine with Neptune is going to help you to start to feel more at peace on the inside with this big change that's been taking place in your life, in your identity coming in. And I think now that you're committing to this new person that you want to be and moving forward on it and trying to build a reputation off of your talents, off of who you are, I think more of the peace and happiness is starting to set in as you move in that direction, okay? Going on. Yeah. I think that's what's happening on the weekend. The last thing I want to mention after this is that on Sunday, Venus is going to leave Gemini and it's going to move into Cancer. And Cancer for you is in your 4th house of home and a family. Okay? Happening. So I think once you get to the end of the week and you start to commit to a new identity that you're now becoming, you start to be happier now that you're making this commitment and moving forward. I think then your focus starts to come to emotions, to your home, and to your family. Now that you're doing this, being this person, I think you're trying to figure out how can I build the foundation to support this person that I'm becoming? How can I work better with my home and family to let me move forward on this? How can I feel better emotionally and adjust myself emotionally to move on? coming in. I think you focusing on home and family, on your relationships at home, your relationship to yourself even, and maybe even on money is going to help you here. Yes, especially money, now that I'm getting this sextile coming in, is going to help you here. It's going to help you to be more confident with yourself, bring more stability into your life, bring more money in, you focusing on home and family, okay? The problem though that comes in is after Venus makes the sextile to Uranus, it then makes a square over to Chiron. So even though you're moving forward, I like to think expressing yourself more authentically and building a life off of it, moving on, and starting to work perhaps with home to bring more stability into your life. I think there does get to be some kind of challenge that can come up here with the square to Chiron. Perhaps it's hard for you to work with home and family completely, for you to move forward on who it is that you are. Perhaps your home, perhaps your family understands your money, your talents, what talents you want to use, your desire to bring more stability in, but perhaps there's something in regards to your home and family that doesn't quite get this person that you're becoming, or doesn't quite know how to adjust and to adapt with what's going on now with who you are. Maybe as well emotionally, the adjustment for yourself is hard. Maybe you like this person you're becoming. Maybe you're changing your life, changing who you are on the inside to accommodate it, but maybe as well there's something that hasn't quite sunk in yet at your core that you're waiting to find, that you're waiting to feel. All right, and I think that's what's coming in at the end of very end of the week into next week, which I'll talk about more then, is that you're starting to feel much better emotionally now that you're moving forward, becoming a person that resonates with you more now. But I think there's still more of an adjustment that needs to come with home and family, and I think there's still more of an emotional adjustment that you need to make before this new you can fully like come out to play. And I think that's what you're going to try to work on. And of course, what will come more into focus later is how you can work with home and family and build a really strong foundation that resonates with you emotionally now that you have made some big change to express yourself more authentically or to let some new identity of yours emerge. All right. So that's what I've got there for you, Aries. Now your card for the week is the Knight of Cups. This actually isn't a bad card. This is one I like to think of emotional fulfillment, new emotional states coming to you in some way, or putting some of your emotions and what you feel inside into practice. Uranus in your sign here, the 29th degree, is helping you to assert yourself more authentically, to be more of the person that you want to be and to put it out there into the world. And even though that may be upsetting some things in your life, at home, family, emotionally, I think it really is going to help you in the end to start to feel more creative, feel more free, feel better in the long term. And I think maybe that's what you're realizing, is you're seeing that you're becoming someone else. You maybe like who it is that you're becoming. I hope you like who it is that you're becoming, even if it's going to take you a little bit of an adjustment to get there. And I think that's starting to set in. Also with this card too, because it is a knight, it is saying it's not just about enjoying the person you're becoming, enjoying some change that's taking place, but also putting it into action. So if there's a person that you want to be, or if there's something that you want to express now that you feel is more authentically yourself, it's not just a matter of expressing it, but of making it happen, of putting this new identity, your new ideas for who it is that you are into action and following through on them to make this last and to have other people know who it is that you are, and to actually integrate this new identity of yours into your physical existence that could be coming in. Okay? So that's what I've got for you this week. Aries, thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share with your friends, and I will talk to you later.